The Champions League final, Munich. Paris Saint-Germain unleashes a storm on Inter Milan, crushing them 5-0. It's the biggest winning margin ever recorded in a Champions League final. Ousmane Dembélé doesn't get on the score sheet, but he delivers 2 masterful assists and clocks a staggering 37 km/h sprint, setting a new speed record for the final.
Meanwhile, in the northern stands, fans are already envisioning him lifting the 2025 Ballon d'Or. And below, in the press zone, coach Luis Enrique fans the flames of that growing debate.
If it were up to me, he says, the golden ball would go to Mr. Dembélé, no question. He makes it clear, it's not about personal preference, it's about proven leadership, especially when the pressure is at its highest. But over in Spain, another name refuses to be forgotten. Just a month earlier, a 17-year-old Lamin Yamal turned the Copa del Rey final on its head. His assist to Pedri opened the scoring, and he became the youngest player ever to register an assist in the final. The match became an overtime thriller, and Catalan media crowned Yamal the spark of the comeback.
The next morning, DAZN drops a short interview. "No pressure," Yamal says. "It's just in your head. I'm just playing football." Calm, unshaken. And then there's a third contender rising fast, Raphinha.
Back in October, he lit up the pitch with a hat-trick against Bayern. Since then, he's only picked up steam. Club icon Ronaldinho even chimed in. He brings the same joy to Barca that I once did.
3 players, 3 stories, and suddenly one intense half-season sets the stage for a Ballon d'Or showdown. Dembélé's dominance, Yamal's fearless rise, Raphinha's Brazilian flair, all 3 are in the race, and it's just heating up.
Fast forward to December 2024. Barcelona stumbles, just 1 point from 3 games. After a 1-2 home loss to Las Palmas, Raphinha steps in front of the cameras and says, "My goal means nothing if the team doesn't win." 4 days later, he scores twice against Mallorca, but he's still holding himself accountable. While Barca tries to find its rhythm, PSG kicks into gear. December 15th becomes a turning point. Dembélé is moved into a false 9 role and immediately delivers with a goal against Lyon. 3 days later, he scores a brace against Monaco. ESPN writes, Dembélé's December resurgence has put him right back into the Ballon d'Or top 5. By the winter break, Dembélé, 9 goals, 8 assists, already more than his entire previous season.
Yamal, 8 goals, 9 assists, astonishing for someone just 17. Raphinha, 11 goals, 8 assists in the Liga alone, plus 5 more in the Champions League.
Analyst Guillaume Balaguer breaks them down by stress response. Dembélé is the activator. The bigger the moment, the more he wants the ball. 6 dribbles per match. Yamal plays with precision, only a 12% turnover rate. Raphinha thrives on motivation, averaging 21 successful presses a game.
French Super Cup. Dembélé scores the winner. PSG lifts the trophy. Spanish Super Cup. Barca thrashes Real Madrid 5-2. Yamal scores early. Raphinha grabs 2 and is crowned MVP. Next match, Yamal plays the full 90 minutes against Alaves, despite being bandaged from a heavy knock the week before. He torches the right wing with 8 dribbles. Meanwhile, Dembélé bags yet another brace, his second against Monaco. Reuters highlights that it's now 16 league goals for him, and PSG are unbeaten in 13 straight.
Barca bounces back, beats Las Palmas 2-0. Yamal delivers an assist, but walks off with a bleeding foot. Barca Blaugrane's post, "This team is enduring everything La Liga throws at him." That same week, AS reminds everyone, Raphinha ends the winter with 24 goals in all competitions, second only to Lewandowski at the club.
So, what did winter reveal? No clear frontrunner, just 3 rising storms. Dembélé lifts trophies. Yamal plays with the calm of a veteran. Raphinha posts elite stats in high-stakes moments. Now comes spring, when moments become memories and legends choose their path. March 11th, a night of high stakes. Barcelona faces Benfica, PSG takes on Liverpool. Yamal gets the ball and scores a stunner, a rainbow curling into the net.
Media call it a glimpse into football's future. Raphinha adds 2 more goals, bringing his Champions League total to 11, more than any Brazilian since Neymar.
Dembélé answers loud and clear. In the 12th minute, he levels the aggregate score with a lightning goal. After 180 grueling minutes, the match heads to penalties. PSG edges Liverpool in the shootout. That same evening, Goal.com publishes the updated Ballon d'Or rankings. Dembélé's name is now leading the Ballon d'Or charts. Raphinha follows closely in 3rd. Lamin Yamal, the teenage wonder, sits right behind in 4th.
The drama picks up in the Champions League quarterfinals. Barcelona faces Borussia Dortmund. Yamal scores. Before that, Raphinha had already found the net. For the first time, 2 Ballon d'Or hopefuls from the same team strike in a single European clash. Suddenly, the idea of a Barcelona duo dethroning PSG's main man doesn't sound so far-fetched.
In the second leg, Barca suffers a 1-3 loss, but thanks to their aggregate advantage, they move on. Then comes the semi-final in London. 4 minutes in, Dembélé delivers again. That goal marks his 8th in the tournament and his 11th direct contribution. He's now tied with Mbappé for the most goal involvements by a PSG player in a single Champions League season.
But as final analysis comes at the end of the month, French football media contends the Champions League title isn't Dembélé's yet. The final isn't in Yamal's hands. Raphinha hasn't broken records yet, but each of them has left their mark. And in the Ballon d'Or race, it's those moments, not just the stats, that win votes.
May arrives. It all comes down to this. A Spanish league title is still up for grabs. The Champions League final is looming. And above all, the final snapshot, that iconic moment, still waits to be taken. The one that'll be burned into the minds of voters. In the 85th minute of the semifinal, Barca leads Inter 6-5 on aggregate, but just 2 minutes later, Inter strikes and forces extra time.
They pin Barcelona back. But Dembélé, who hadn't scored in 3 straight, suddenly rises. He delivers a pinpoint assist, then earns and converts a penalty. By the end of that night, his season totals reached 33 goals and 15 assists in all competitions. Over in Spain, Barcelona secures Raphinha's future. He signs a new long-term deal. And Sports Illustrated notes the moment. Raphinha's stats now stand at 34 goals and 25 assists, the best return by any winger in Europe.
Then comes Munich, the final. A match bigger than the trophy itself. PSG annihilates Inter 5-0, the largest margin ever in a Champions League final. Dembélé doesn't score, but he delivers 2 critical assists. The same night, Catalan radio reminds listeners Yamal didn't just have a strong season, he delivered both a league title and a domestic cup.
Meanwhile, ESPN Brazil shines a spotlight on Raphinha. 11 goals in this Champions League campaign. No Brazilian has done that in over a decade. For the first time in 15 years, emotion, silverware, and numbers carry equal weight. If the Ballon d'Or votes were cast that night, it wouldn't be about a front-runner. It would be about a 3-headed beast.
June 6, 2025, Stuttgart. The stage shifts to international football. The Nations League semi-final. 2 faces dominate the posters. Dembélé, PSG's treble winner. Yamal, the teenager whose tears after missing in Milan became the image of heartbreak. 54 minutes on the clock. Yamal steps up and calmly buries a penalty. 15 minutes later, he scores again. A brace on the international stage. From the France 24 press box, the verdict is immediate. Yamal didn't just show up, he turned the Ballon d'Or battle into a one-man show. On the other side, Dembélé barely makes an impact. Just 1 shot, no dribbles in the box. ESPN puts him in their most disappointing category.
So how does it all end? The Champions League belongs to Dembélé, the emotional international moment belongs to Yamal, the raw numbers belong to Raphinha. 3 players, 3 different types of brilliance, 1 final decision. Which voice speaks loudest to the voters? The trophy, the feeling, or the stats?
So, who do you think deserves the Ballon d'Or this year? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more football content. Thanks for watching.